Hello everyone, this is Dale Pinker with ForexStopHunters.com with our weekly stop hunt review going forward into the end of the month, which is also the end of the quarter. I'd like to remind everyone that only risk capital should be used when trading high risk markets such as FX or other leveraged derivatives such as futures or options, and past performance is not indicative of future results. To preface this video review, the Dixie, the US dollar index, put in new lows for the move, closed higher on the week, so the reversal to the upside in the Dixie and US dollar manifested. The forecast became a reality on Friday, so we're favoring long dollar positions. Let's start off with the USDCAD, and we're looking at buy stops above this high at 9843. And then 9973. So it's my view that stop hunts to the upside are my preferred scenario, and we have some sell stops under this intraday low of 9730, and then you have to go back to the low of the move, which is, if people are long, they're going to have stops under the low of the move, and that's right there at 96.67. Let's move over to EURUSD, which had a reversal week to the downside. As you can see by this chart, we made new highs for the move. Lesson learned in the room is when everyone's looking for one number, if there was universal agreement, we were going to take out the 4280 level. What I've learned is when a number like that is bandied about with agreement from everyone, it usually never achieves it, or if it gets to it, it's meaningless. So bulls are probably going to stay long waiting for 4280 to be taken out. So that's where you have the major buy stops on this pair. You're also going to have some right here above this 4-hour high, and that's 4220 right there. And then the high that fell short of the 4280 level, this was the high, the move on the week. We shorted some up here, and that buy stop is 4248. And we know about the 4282 stop that we talked about earlier, being the number that everyone thought was going to be achieved and wasn't achieved. We have sell stops under this low. The break on Friday held it. So we have sell stops at 140.52, then you have to go down to 138.68, and then more sell stops under this low at 137.51. Moving over to cable. Most of the buy stops were taken out in cable. So you're going to have to look for, since we did clear out the stops over this high, over the 163.40 level early in the week, but gave it all back. Cable, it looks even weaker than Euro to me. Very nice reversal week. We talked about the magnet of these lows attracting sell stops, but back to buy stops when you're looking at cable here. You probably have some over this high, 62.16, and then you have to go over the weekly high of 64.06. And for sell stops, the magnet that we talked about the week before are going to be stops right here under the 159.76 level. And again, when you go to the daily, you can see how critical it is, because not only here did it hold, but a few weeks prior to that. So I assume there's plenty of sell stops under that level. Moving over to US dollar Swiss. In US dollar Swiss, we have stops over the 93.69 level, which is up here, and we have sell stops at 89.87 right there. That was the higher low that held, and again under the low of the move at 89.18. I'd like to discuss gold here and stop hunts in gold because I believe that a fairly significant top is developing here. We have glaring weekly divergence here. We have glaring daily divergence here. So let's get to the potential stop hunt on this. In gold, you're going to have buy stops over the high of the move. People like me looking to top pick it are going to be looking for some protection, and that's going to be over this high of 1447.60. Then your sell stops are going to come in here for 1940, and then all the way down here, the last reaction low of 1380.70 is my view. A significant high is at hand in this asset class. Very crowded trade. Aussie completed the stop hunt above the high of the move, made new historical highs, so we have no buy stops really to look at. We took out the 102.55. That's where all the last bears were most likely keeping their stops, so we have to move for sell stops, and I do believe that we are in the process of putting in a significant high in Aussie. So we're going to have sell stops under this low of 102.32, again under this low 101.85, and then you have to scale back a little bit to the 101.18. It's my view that we're looking at this was a wave 4 and this is a final terminal thrust. Don't know if it's over, but my bias is to look for reversals in Aussie. If gold is not good, Aussie can't be far behind. This is Dale Pinker wishing everyone a successful trading week. Remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. Signing out, Dale Pinker with ForexStopHunters.com.